Hello everyone. Typhoon number 10, also known as Typhoon Shanshan, has officially made landfall in the Kyushu region of Japan, bringing with it destructive power. The winds howl like invisible arrows piercing through the city, while torrential rains create raging rivers flowing down every street. The extreme weather has caused a series of disasters, from horrific floods to terrifying landslides, along with massive waves that seem to swallow everything in their path. This is a Category 2 typhoon, one of the strongest storms ever warned about by the Japan Meteorological Agency. Stay with us for the latest updates from the hardest hit areas. A powerful storm is threatening Japan with its immense strength. On August 28, 2024, the Japan Meteorological Agency issued a warning that the storm's central pressure has reached 950 hectopascals. With sustained winds of up to 162 kilometers per hour and gusts reaching speeds of 216 kilometers per hour, the storm is creating an unstable atmospheric zone, increasing the risk of severe thunderstorms. Forecasts indicate very heavy rainfall, possibly up to 400 millimeters within just 24 hours. The most severely affected areas will be Miyazaki and Kagoshima prefectures on the southwestern island of Kyushu. Here, rainfall could exceed 500 millimeters in 24 hours, threatening to cause severe flash floods and landslides. These are alarming figures, signaling a natural disaster that will likely lead to devastating consequences. In Kagoshima Prefecture, last night was one of sleeplessness. As Typhoon Shanshan made landfall in the area, residents faced severe devastation from nature. By 10 p.m., over 30,000 homes in Kagoshima had plunged into darkness due to a widespread power outage. The storm brought not only heavy rain and gusty winds, but also significantly intensified after 8 p.m., as if a giant hand was sweeping through and grabbing everything in its path. At Kagoshima Chuo Station, all trains had to be halted, signaling a grim tomorrow with the city's entire transportation infrastructure coming to a standstill. Even some convenience stores, usually a lifeline in emergencies, have announced they will close. This is just the beginning, and what lies ahead for Kagoshima remains a risky uncertainty. In Miyazaki City, Kagoshima Prefecture, Typhoon Shanshan has turned everything into a nightmarish scene. The heavy rain pours down like white curtains, obscuring the sky and turning the landscape into a blurred expanse of white, with no distinction between land and sky. The winds howl so violently that they produce piercing, ear-splitting noises, like the sounds of nature's anger. A chilling feeling permeates the air as people witness this scene, as if the storm is not only sweeping everything away, but also seeping into their minds, spreading fear. This is the moment when the power of nature is most vividly apparent, leaving people only able to huddle in the face of this invisible fury. At Miyazaki Harbor during the stormy night, the scene resembles a gigantic cauldron boiling over, howling in nature's fury. The wind screams with piercing, ear-splitting sounds, like thousands of invisible blades whipping violently through the air. The boats docked in the harbor now appear tiny and fragile, like flickering candles in the face of the tempest. Their feeble light seems to be swallowed by the darkness and the storm's boundless power. It's a haunting sight, where people can only stand silently, witnessing their own helplessness against the destructive force of nature. With the heavy rain pouring relentlessly, the risk of flooding and landslides in Kagoshima Prefecture is rapidly increasing, posing a severe threat to residents' lives. Although authorities have issued warnings in advance, nature waits for no one. If you are near cliffs or riverbanks, stay extremely alert. Don't delay for another moment. Evacuate to a safe place as soon as possible. Your safety and that of your family must be the top priority. Don't let the storm become an unforeseen enemy. Take action now. Before the super-strong Typhoon Shanshan struck, the Japan Meteorological Agency issued a special warning for the southwestern region. The forecast predicted that Shanshan would make landfall on Kyushu Island with intense strength, bringing fierce winds, tumultuous sea waves, and high tides. Authorities ordered an emergency evacuation for over 800,000 residents of Kagoshima Prefecture, and people were advised to protect themselves from the storm by staying away from windows and preparing for extreme weather conditions. However, during the night of August 28th and the early morning of August 29th, Shanshan began to produce even more devastating consequences than expected. Continuous heavy rain led to severe flooding, and strong gusts of wind have paralyzed many areas. We are witnessing the terrifying Typhoon Shanshan, which is threatening not only Kagoshima Prefecture, but also many other areas in Japan. To protect yourself and your family, strictly follow the weather agency's guidelines and ensure your safety. We will provide updates on other affected areas in our next video. If you find this information useful, don't hesitate to share it with your loved ones and friends. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any important updates. Safety is our top priority. Stay tuned with us for continuous updates.